Alright, welcome to the first top 8 match of GPS. We have Kayiu versus Slicer Simp, and they're on the same deck. It's the infamous deck, this GP, or the most infamous deck, just GP in fact, and people have affectionately called it No Fun Planeswalkers. It's a deck that basically uses Spark Laboratory, which nobody has right now, so at least this game will be interesting in that nobody has Spark Laboratory yet, although Slicer Simp is about to fetch it off Orbit Panorama. But yeah, it uses Spark Laboratory, which is a land that if you use its mana to cast a Planeswalker, it enters the extra loyalty counter, and then you also play a Planeswalker which has an ultimate that lets you take an extra turn, and the Spark Laboratory loyalty lets you instantly ult that Planeswalker, so you just get to take extra turns for 3 mana. And then you also play a bunch of other Planeswalkers, so that the opponent doesn't have fun while you take all the extra turns for yourself.
It also has a tendency to destroy a lot of lands, which negates your ability to play the game.
Does it?
There are some, yeah.
Oh yeah, Mpuno, if you have enough loyalty counters on it.
There are some significant differences between these two decks, actually. One of them is running Hedwig the Law, while the other is going for Posey of the Seal Cloak. So it looks like...
I think Edwin's probably better in this matchup, because there's not enough creatures right now.
Right, yeah.
Matter. Okay, so Mpuno... So Kayiu is playing without a Spark Laboratory. Meanwhile, Slicer Simp is about to fetch a Spark Laboratory. Kayiu manages to +1 Mpuno, which pings its Daisy and kills it. So that's a pretty good exchange. Slicer Simp is going to end up turn fetch Spark Laboratory with their Panorama. And yeah, next turn they get to... Actually, what do they get to do?
They want to... Oh, there's a second Spark Laboratory.
They get to Mpuno with 2 loyalty, or 2 extra loyalty. That's
pretty good.
Well, it still can't hit Planeswalkers with its -X.
It's not 6, right? It should be 5.
Well, they plus to 6.
Oh, okay, I see.
So now Kayiu needs to expend some loyalty to get Mpuno below 6, or else they're gonna get their lands blown up by Mpuno. Well, and still no Spark Laboratory for Kayiu, but they're still ahead on board right now, just because they got, I guess, better board controlling Planeswalkers first.
And they could start making some seals with the Posey.
It's gonna take some time.
At least be able to swing with something on board. But yeah, they are kind of forced to damage Mpuno somehow.
You can minus Marianne and make the bullet token, so that's 2 damage right there. That basically puts Mpuno off the ultimate forever.
They could also use the tail on Marianne too.
Oh yeah, I guess no. Wait, do you have mana for it? Can you cast Cutting the Noose off Jakami Castle mana?
Yep, it's spell or activated ability.
That's not an ability. That's a spell, and it's not legendary.
Oh, that doesn't count. Tails do not count as abilities of permanence?
They're not abilities, they're spells.
Huh.
Yeah, they're like adventures.
I see.
Kaiu's gonna plus Marianne and Loot. No, they have Brave Balance. Never mind, they do have the right mana for Cutting the Noose. So I guess they can get back Artie, which lets them untap something, but I think right now what they want is to find a Spark Laboratory so they can start doing their own broken things. And then they get to play Posey plus Ragavan, which lets them get on board and start threatening their opponent's Planeswalkers.
Oh, it looks like they're playing Hanya instead, for 2.
Oh, wait, that thing blows up lands. No, they don't have the right... Yeah, they don't have the loyalty to blow up lands. Oh, they're just gonna try to kill that thing. They're gonna play it as a bolt, but that's not enough to kill it, right?
Not enough to kill, right. Interesting. I'm not sure if that line is what I would have personally done, but it does bring that Planeswalker lower and buys them some time.
Yeah. Well, it means that if Mpuno wants to... No, Mpuno just gets to kill Ragavan for free.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think playing out Ragavan was the right play there. They could have just...
They're taking extra turns.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, I didn't realize that they drew that. Okay, yeah. I think Slicer Simp is going to take all the fun for the rest of the game.
Yep, and they're going to exile their entire board with Saya, whatever, the mastermind. Yep.
I feel like was that premature? Like, they don't get to take it in their turn, though.
They immediately get to exile 5 target permanents and return it onto their own control. So they immediately get to exile. Yes.
It's still... Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, it's not just a blink, it's a steal. Okay, yeah, I see why they conceded.
They steal 5 permanents, they steal all their lands, it's game over.
Okay, well, sideboard-wise, I mean, so Requiem is the one that's... Or I guess Slicer Simp in this scenario. They're the one that's running 4 Imperial Sieges in the board.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel like the person running 4 Imperial Sieges is probably advantaged here. Kayiu is not running 4 Imperial Sieges, right? They're playing a way more diverse set of stuff.
Right. I don't think they have any particularly interesting sideboard options.
Okay, so Kayiu has 2 Spark Laboratories plus an Arita. Slicer Simp has 1 Spark Laboratory plus a Sunrise Orchard plus a Arita. They get to lead on Daisy.
They have Bahum the Warden, which does exile non-basic lands.
Yeah, that's interesting too.
But Kayiu does start with 2 Spark Laboratories in hand, which gets them a very quick Tanya or Marianne.
They get to Tanya for... Oh, they get to alt Tanya right away, but they're not going to go do that. They're going to Marianne plus, or Marianne minus, but it's still at 2 loyalty because of the 2 extra loyalty from Spark Laboratory.
So just pops Daisy. Ragavan comes down.
Okay, Ragavan's dying to Mapuno, right?
I think they don't have the 3rd land yet.
Well, there's a 3rd land.
Well, speak of the land. Yeah, Mapuno comes down and pops that.
Well,
probably.
no, maybe they want the Tanya
first.
Extra
turn.
Because they can blow up...
They take an extra turn.
Yeah, they can play Tanya for 2 and then use the -4 to blow up their Sunrise Orchard or the Sunrise Orchard, so they don't get to take another turn. I think that might be the better play here. Or no, they read it first and then they go Tanya. I guess they discard Xerix because that's the least impactful card here, and they get another Tanya, so they get to blow up all their opponent's lands.
Wow, this is evil.
Hey, Sim got to take all the extra turns last game, so it's only fair that Kayiu gets to take all the extra turns this game. Oh well.
There's another one.
Oh
my god.
No, the problem here is you don't know what you can't plus Arita here because you want to keep all the cards in your hand. So that's the one downside to Arita. You can't plus it right now. It's just gonna sit on the board.
You just take an extra turn now instead.
Probably. Or do you loot away a Tanya? And get a worse card.
You
lose the Xerix.
Okay.
I'm happy Xerix finally has its kind of home.
Well, Xerix already found a home in other decks before, though. In other control decks, I think.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, there's Arita number 2, and that's extra turn number 3.
That's what I get for not paying close attention to the meta.
Artie, that thing also blows up lands.
Yeah.
It does give them a basic land back.
Yeah, I think right now your best bet is to just blow up the Sunrise Orchard so that your opponent's off Arita mana.
Does this deck run any basic lands?
Good question. Probably not.
No, it does not. Oh boy.
Oh, right. So Artie's just free.
Ooh. What?
This is extremely fun for the other player.
Wait, they're gonna not blow up the Sunrise Orchard, but Spark Laboratory. Or I guess this is better if your opponent doesn't have another land.
I mean, if they have Spark Laboratory, you just blow it up next turn.
And Kayiu knows that Slicer Simp does not have a 2-drop Planeswalker.
They have Artie. Artie actually untaps Spark Laboratory, which lets them
did.
play Ragavan, right? Or no, untaps.
But yeah, can't use Spark
do get Artie. Well, Spark Laboratory, they can't play Ragavan.
They can use it off. They can untap Sunrise Orchard, which. Oh, right. They can't do that, huh? Interesting. The Artie's gonna blow up a Spark Laboratory.
There's more Tanya.
Yep.
Tanya's also gonna probably blow up a land.
Blow up Sunrise as well.
Yeah,
Yikes.
I heard you like Tanya, so we put Tanya in your Tanya.
So Kayiu just need one more Spark Laboratory trigger to get Mupuno to blow up everything.
They could also +1 Artie, sack Forbidden Palace, grab another Spark Laboratory.
Oh yeah, they can.
And Mupuno.
Right, they totally can do that. Yeah, they should do that.
That is disgusting. Oh my god.
10 out of 10 gameplay. This is MSEM, guys. Hey, the good news is at least the 2 decks are facing up against each other early in the bracket, so less people have to contend with the decks later.
That is true.
Yeah, this goes you.
Sunrise Orchard.
There's your. We'll talk about your other copy of Spark Laboratory.
Well, here you use Artie's plus to quote unquote untap Spark Laboratory, or no, they're gonna blow up their opponent's Spark.
They're just gonna blow up. That's fair.
Oh.
Yeah, probably game. Oh my god.
So yeah, a game 1, Slash the Simp got the extra turn, and then
ended the game immediately.
Yeah.
And then the other way around.
Yeah, this match is really play draw dependent now that I think about it.
Yeah. The moment you get your 3rd turn, you drop the Arita. It very quickly snowballs from there.
The players are also getting water right now, probably to just cool off from what just happened. Oh yeah,
it's been 13 minutes.
Gosh.
Also, right, since I didn't actually talk about it in my previous videos. So in round 3, I faced up against Slicer Simp, or was it Slicer Simp specifically? Well, I faced up against the Spark Laboratory deck, and I lost 0-2. I didn't upload the video because I felt I felt like it was bad commentary, because I doubt anyone wants to listen to me get increasingly salty over the course of 13 minutes while
I
having
thought
long
Slicer
pauses
Simp as
because
well.
my opponent's not doing, or because my opponent's taking all the turns for themselves. Like I get 3 turns and then they just take the rest of the game.
There's been a good few commentaries that stayed in the recording folder because of that.
Yeah.
It's like a 33-minute long game, and it was like I already knew going into it I wasn't gonna win the matchup.
A
So
lumbering
yeah, this is
ego.
not fun for anyone to
Oh,
watch.
Ejo. What does that do?
Ooh. They can
Minus
steal
5,
Planeswalker.
It can steal
perhaps, and
Planeswalker
then
counters. Cool.
It steals Planeswalker counters, and it steals Planeswalkers.
I don't think the Planeswalker stealing counter is too important. I don't
I
think
think,
it's
yeah,
better
the
than
plus-
Uno.
+1 seems slow. It's probably just there for the -5.
Well, at least both players have access to Spark Laboratory this game because Kayiu can fetch it and Slasher Simp can get 1 plus also fetch it, and they are also on the place and with Arita in hand. Okay, I think Slasher Simp's gonna win the game.
Yeah,
Just putting it out
I
there.
agree.
Just putting it out there.
What was that?
Who do you think will win the game? Just by looking at the opening hands right now.
Ooh,
There's a correct choice and a wrong choice.
I think it's Kayiu.
Good,
Like
you got
Kayiu.
that.
I mean, like, Slicer's got Arita, but neither of the other ones seem particularly good Planeswalkers, and then
I think
Kayu's got gas on gas.
Slicer Simp actually has a significant advantage.
Is Arita that much of an advantage to you?
Yes, turn 3 of Arita. You get to take an extra turn right
Yes.
away.
Yeah, but
Kayu's
like-
gonna Marianne right away. Okay, the only way Kayiu could have won this game was if they had Tanya to blow up one of the lands.
Which they don't.
Or, no, they had
And-
to get 2 Spark Laboratories in order to turn 2 Tanya and blow up a land.
Yep. Well,
Yep.
Slicer Simp is about to. Oh,
Wait,
Melee.
what?
What?
Oh,
Huh?
what?
Draw? What?
You're giving your opponent a chance to. Well,
Interesting.
you're giving your opponent a chance to do stuff. Why?
With Arita in hand?
Well, actually, no.
I'm
It's because
surprised.
Kayiu doesn't have an tap source, right?
I
No.
would have played Arita, played
Mm.
Tanya, immediately blown up one of their lands.
Yeah, I agree too. Well, at least Kayiu can't play
Yeah.
Artie next turn because
Yeah,
Kayiu
or
got
yeah,
unlucky. They didn't get a way
Um,
to punish the play from Slicer Simp.
They
If
do
had
get a
been top
Hemley
lands this
here.
turn. Hemley
Hemley to
minus.
remove the Mayleva.
Yeah, but now Slicer Simp still gets a Arita,
Right. Take the extra turn, use Tanya to blow up Spark Laboratory.
and then the game just spirals out of control from there.
Yes.
Kami Cast.
What?
Oh,
Excuse me?
Interesting.
Are you just not gonna play Arita until you have another Planeswalker?
Maybe
to
they're
take
just
the
playing
extra
with their
value?
food right now.
Is Slicer like
I'm not sure you want to play with your food. That seems
Yeah.
dangerous.
Yeah, they can blow up your lands.
you have to actually be trolling? Actually have to be trolling. Oh my god.
Maybe they just want us to have a good commentary.
Well, Eagle is gonna, unless it gets. I mean, I don't know if
Even blowing up a Spark Laboratory doesn't help here though, because Slicer Simp has another one.
You can blow up one of them and then use Hemley to tap down the. Oh, it's non-land permanent. Never mind.
Yeah.
Eagle
Wait,
gets.
they're
Just,
gonna blow up the Planeswalker. Yeah, I feel like you should have attacked mana because
I mean, at
No, I'm not
3
so
they can.
sure. Yeah.
It's like
I'm not-
if Slicer plays May here, I'm gonna.
they're gonna
what?
sack many voice tower because it's legendary, and they're gonna play Tanya instead.
What is happening? What are you keep doing?
I think we should just let him cook for a little bit.
They're trying to improve our commentary.
Okay, hold on. Okay, now I get it.
So
Oh my
now
God.
Kayiu places their own Air Rita. I mean, another Artie to remove Tanya.
Artie isn't blowing up the lands that they need though.
Well, you have to kill Tanya, or else. Oh no, you don't actually have to kill Tanya. They're gonna do it anyway.
Where Ban blocks the first striking wolf. Okay, now is
Yeah.
Slicer Simp gonna play Arita? Another mini voice tower. That's
And then may
legendary
leave
land.
their entire graveyard. Oh, may leave May first.
What? Why?
Does Kayu have hand attack? Because Kayu can easily punish Slicer Simp with hand attack, right?
I doubt it. And then -3's May?
That gets Ban out of the way, I guess.
I'm not.
Well, there's
And now
Kai-
Kaiju has a reader. Look at what. I mean, only one Spark Laboratory, I suppose.
They only take one extra turn. You don't get the +2
Yeah.
draw.
You don't get to hang on to the Arita, is the downside there.
maybe just minus Hemley to get to loot one.
Loot first.
Honestly, that's not a terrible idea. Yeah, I mean, Hemley's not doing anything else.
Well, I mean,
Oh, they are.
Oh,
like,
just gonna straight up
I mean,
use
yeah,
it to get
that's-
down tap.
okay, yeah. Now they need to loot with Hemley. Or actually, no, they can Marianne to bring back something, right?
They could.
Marianne to get back Artie.
Artie, yeah.
Well, the Orient Panorama to get Spark Laboratory.
Well, they
Oh,
can't go
right.
Marion Plus, cutting the news, so they're still 1 turn behind right now.
Yeah.
So you play Marianne. You -2 to kill the Meliva.
You still leave the creatures on board.
Placer
Oh.
has just kidnapped Ragavan completely.
Don't you get it back eventually?
You get it at the start of the next turn.
End of your next turn.
Oh, end of
okay.
the next turn.
I was reading it wrong.
That makes sense, actually.
That's kind of crazy.
I feel like you probably should have tried to ping off the Meliva, or like the Werewolf hitting your. Okay, I guess the Werewolf hitting your Marianne isn't. Okay, there we go. There's Arita. Now
I
with
think
3 Spark
Arita should have
pings.
been. I think Arita should have been played like 4 turns earlier.
Yeah,
Oh, Meliva is gonna ult immediately and grab
Oh, yeah.
a very large number of planeswalkers.
Gosh.
man, Slicer Sim did not get punished at all in this game.
No, that was like, well, none of the Sunrise was.
Sometimes there's just no justice in this world.
There really isn't. There really isn't.
Well, on the bright side, there is 1 fewer planeswalker deck in the top 8 now.
Yeah, but do you really want to deal with the guy who played with their food?
It's fine.
Actually, yeah, it'll make it easier for other people in
Yeah.
bracket.
Maybe
Yeah,
if they continue to do this, like they might get punished by another player.
Yeah, like maybe
That's the
maybe if
thing.
they actually had counters, or if the opponent has a counter spell or something. Like anything other than non-instant speed interaction.
Sadly, I think my next matchup against Epid is very not very positive for me.
Is Epid on? Epid's on.
Mono black control, and I am.
Yeah.
With 4 main deck wave of decays.
And I am.
Oh god.
I am is at tempo, and it is not looking too good.
Oh, well, that's Kayiu down 2-1 now. Slicer Simp taking the game.
Ouch.
Ouch, indeed.
Well,
Good
at least we had fun.
game.
Like this is probably way more interesting than our average no fun
That is
Planeswalkers
true.
commentary.
It's watching one player blow out the other.
Speaking of
It's
which,
like watching. Oh, go ahead.
no, you go first.
It's like watching people just throw nukes at each other. Whoever throws the first one wins.
Pretty much, yeah. That's what it feels like.
Awesome mirror match. Very skillful gameplay.
Simply awesome.